Welcome back everybody, and today we're going to analyze the floor routine of Carlos Yulo. I believe Carlos to be the cleanest tumbler and the world's most aesthetic gymnast in the air at this time. We're going to look at some side-by-side comparisons and take a closer look at each of his tumbling passes. When Carlos tumbles, it never seems he doubts if he's going to hit his pass or not. To me, it seems his focus is on how well to do each tumbling pass and if he's going to stick the landing or not. I see this dynamic in the best gymnasts in the world no matter what routine they are doing. At such a high level of performance where the field of performers is so good, it often comes down to who has the best day or who does their routine the best on that day. With Carlos's high focus on these small details, I believe it gives him a much better chance to have a great routine on any given day. Carlos has changed up his routine from time to time, and I'm curious what he's going to put together before the Olympics. He does have a lot of skills and passes to choose from. Let's take a closer look at some of those passes right now. His most common mount has been a double layout full out or a double layout with a full twist. His execution is beautiful in the air, and he does this skill very easily. I believe he can easily add one or even two more twists to the skill, doing a double-double or even a triple-double eventually. Even on takeoff, his form is very tight and clean. He spots the floor after his first flip and starts his full twist. It may be hard to see here, but he sees the floor, and he is 3/4 into his twist. With a half flip left, he's completed his full twist and stylishly opens his arms out to the side to prepare for landing. Now he's thinking stick the landing at this point. This is a side-by-side comparison with Olympic champion Alexi Nemov. Alexi is considered one of the cleanest tumblers of his time. Both have clean takeoffs. They both actually spot the ground here. Carlos has completed more twist at this point, and he stylishly places his hands by his side. And he completes his twist and he's squared off for the landing very early, and that gives him more time to focus on sticking. And even when Carlos doesn't stick, it's normally just a small hop anyway. I would say Carlos sticks this skill more than half the time. Here's a look at some of his front tumbling. A double twisting layout front to a layout front. Here's a high powerful hurdle, really clean and tight form in the air. He spots the floor right here in preparation for his punch into his layout front. And his layout front just soars with his arms to the side in elegance. Very nice. This is a back layout with 1.5 twists into a double twisting layout front flip. I don't see him use this as often as he's upgraded his routine. Here's his back 2.5 twisting layout punch straight into his 2.5 twisting layout front flip. Wow, look how clean he is in the air. The challenge with these combinations is to get the proper timing and bounce after the 2.5 twisting back to punch directly into the 2.5 twisting front. Here's a side-by-side comparison with Kenzo Shirai, who's regarded as one of the best twisters in gymnastics. Carlos starts his twist slightly earlier. They finish their twist almost identical. I would say Kenzo has completed slightly more of his twist at this point, but they both spot the ground and set up for their punch into their next skill. They both connect with the floor well, but they also have their feet slightly crossed for a slight form deduction, and they land very similar. Here's his piked double front branny out, or piked double front with a half turn. He does this skill so easily and with such great form. Just really nice to watch. Now he adds his double pike front in an upgraded combination. Look at the distance he travels here. It's like a pole vaulter traveling across the floor at a very high rate and sticking his feet into the floor and launching upward. Carlos is very well known for his focus on controlling his landings. His legs are tight together and he pulls his arms into his body to accelerate his twist. Here he spots the floor in preparation to punch the floor before his double pike. So cool, beautifully done. All through this skill, his legs and feet are glued together and he has such great timing and control. He does make this look easy. Even on this landing, he tries to move his feet as little as possible. This is a layout front full into a 2.5 twisting layout front. In multiple twisting front tumbling, it's very common to go off axis like this due to the way the gymnasts torque their arms to accelerate their twist. This is a side-by-side of Kenzo and Carlos. Carlos does a layout full where Kenzo does a tucked full. This full twisting front simply sets up and accelerates the twist in multiple twisting frontward skills. There's a lot of technique going on here. Their left arm is held out away from the body so they can wrap it in close to their body and accelerate their twisting. Neither one of these gymnasts go that high, but they spin incredibly fast. Here's a triple full for a side pass or a backflip with a triple twist. I would say he sticks this more than half the time. He does this from a round-off and not a round-off back handspring. The current generation is much more accepting of doing skills out of round-offs. Really clean form here. Here's a long reach on his round-off, deep block angle. It's easy to over-rotate your flip in twisting skills, so a deeper block angle helps to stall the flip in twisting skills so you don't over-rotate. He opens up easily out of this triple full. This makes it no surprise that he sometimes does a 3.5 twisting backflip for a dismount. This bumps up the value from a D to an E. Even this is pretty comfortable for him, as he also does a 3.5 twisting backflip immediately punched to a branny or a front flip with a half twist. This is an upgraded combination. And so cool, he has such good form on this with his legs glued together throughout this whole sequence. Carlos has many skills and combinations to choose from when he constructs his floor routine. I look forward to seeing what he puts together for the Olympics. He is definitely a medal contender on the floor and really does some of the cleanest and most elegant tumbling in the world. As always, I hope you enjoyed this analysis and got some value out of it. I will leave a link in the description to my analysis of Carlos's parallel bar routine. Please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, as it helps me bring you more in-depth content, and leave any thoughts you might have in the comments. Until next time, rock on.